Hey guys, it's nice to see you again, and you know what day it is. It is review day for the next Sims 4 pack, which is businesses and hobbies. I'll be doing a full review of the pack, all cast, build, and gameplay. Now let it be known, since this pack has a lot of gameplay that comes with cross-pack compatibility, it's going to be pretty hard to fit that all in one video. So if you guys do want me to discuss cross-pack compatibility, please let me know. Today we're going to mostly focus on just the pack by itself. So yeah, we're going to get straight into it, and feel free to skip to any of the chapters. I'll have them linked down below so you can all focus on what part of the pack you want to know about most. But I feel like gameplay is going to be the sole thing I'm going to focus on this pack. There's only one different thing this time around. Cast, build, and buy will be on our standard 10 out of 10 scale, whereas gameplay will be today on a 1 out of 5 scale. The reason for that is because this pack is such a repeat of Get to Work. It's a retail system that I do not see a reason to give it a 10 out of 10. Sorry, that's a little bit of bias that I have. But let's get straight into it. All right, so first here we got the setup shop digital content. So we got Practice Makes Perfect Priscilla statue. Add grace to your space with Priscilla, the ultimate rock star. I wonder what that's referencing to. Her timeless poise shows that true perfection comes from dedication and patience, a true rock solid trendsetter, available or in classic or rebellious inked versions. Swedish treat display case. I really do not like this object because it's just simply a repeat of Get to Work. They're really not helping themselves by having that. Anyway, put your candies on parade, featuring fluffy cotton candy, swirling lollipops, and colorful jelly beans. It's sweet-tacular display. Warning, it may attract sim-sized sweet tooths. Beautiful flaws, lamp. Originally a dusty basement find, this piece has been lovingly restored with golden seams highlighted its history. Now it's a stunning centerpiece and inspires you to find beauty in the repaired and value the imperfect. Okay, and here comes the actual pack thing that you'll usually be greeted with. As you can see behind my screen, they even updated the menu so it looks like the new pack. All right, open the dream business. Explore the small business system. Create a fulfilling small business for your sim, like selling crafts or services, using the selection tool to set up a workspace. Charge customers with a ticket kiosk, hire family, or others. Make your mark. Master the tattooing skill to give Sims custom tattoos, unlocking stamps and stencils as you level up. Create designs in tattoo paint mode, layer tattoos, and share or browse in the gallery for more. Mold your future. Improve your pottery skill to unlock designs like tea sets and planters. Use the pottery kiln for glazing. At higher levels, practice kintsugi to craft art from broken ceramics. A world of possibility. Build your future in historic Nordhaven, perfect for creative hobbies. Attempt to attend meetups, find mentors, or become one. Host classes and lectures to earn mastery perks. Explore Gamelvik and Iverstad, sorry if I'm pronouncing those wrong, to connect with like-minded Sims. Okay, so first up, we are going to need to explore cast. I'm going to need 3 Sims for this because the way I want to do this is I want to explore each new thing, since there's only 3 hobbies in a pack about hobbies, I might add. But basically, I want a sim to explore each one. So give me a second to get my sims together, and then we'll review casts. Okay, so first up, we're going to be talking about the cast items in general. So first up, we got my sim here. So hairs, we got some longer hairs, which, okay, they're all right. Then there's this hair, which this hair is oh, never mind. I didn't know that was in the back. We have this hair, which is like, it looks like they kind of went with some more pristine but also messy hairs. Like, they're pretty okay. Some of these are, though, like a little bit of these masculine hairs aren't very masculine. Like this one is definitely, like this feels like a masculine hair. This one have a ponytail. That one feels just like a man bun. That hair looks like a my sim. This one's very messy. This is very interesting. Then we got a little bit of a slick back haircut. And we got the same thing with dye. They're overall not too bad. The only thing I would say is I kind of wish some of the hairstyles were a little more masculine, because I already know that the Sims team probably put some of those as like feminine hairs that are masculine. So we'll just have to see. We have one new beard, which is just a simple like curly goatee. Not too bad. We have 3 new hats. We have this new beanie. Always welcome a beanie, especially very plain beanies. They're good for outdoor wear. We got like this fedora hat, which is kind of nice. I could definitely see my elder Sims using this. And we got this beret, which the beret I like. I like the beret. Kind of cool. Now for male sims, we have, whoa, this is, holy cow, this is a lot of male casts. Let's see here. Definitely not something males would wear. This is more something males would wear. This short sleeve. We do have this new jacket, very interesting. We have this kind of button-up shirt, again, very good. We got some like sleek blazers. Again, I have no problem with that. Oh, there's some patterns in some of them. We got this sweater vest, which is, it's okay. We have this suit jacket, which personally, this looks really good. We have this shirt, which this shirt's also equally as nice. I really like it. Reminds me of a shirt in The Sims 3. Got this tank top. No problem with that. Also some good colors. We got like this messy shirt, which is clearly supposed to be possibly like your sim works with pottery. And good news, it looks like every swatch does come with a non-dirty version of it. So that's good. So that way you don't have to have your sim look dirty. We have this other tank top, a little more torn. Got this tank top, which is a little interesting. I'm not sure how I like how it really pulls against the body. We got the sweater with like a fanny pack in front. Oh my gosh. This outfit makes my guy look like a hipster. No problem with that. I think that's pretty cool. We got this new sweater. Nice sweater. I like it. It's a nice turtleneck. Got this sweater vest, which also very nice item. Make more sim look more like a hipster. We got this unbuttoned shirt. Pretty good. A little messy. Don't know if I would qualify it as everyday wear. This is a nice shirt. I like this one. I like this one. I like the rolled up sleeves. We got this jacket. Very simple jacket. It's a little weird on the shape in the back. Is that supposed to look like that? It looks a little weird from the stretch, but that's fine. We have this same shirt, but it's a short sleeve version, which I like that. I like the idea of making the same shirt, but different sleeve length. And then we have a new sweatshirt. So those are a lot of male cast items. I was not expecting that many. Now, let me know, some of those are probably going to be also female, but majority of them are like actual male clothing. So we got this crafter outfit. As I complained out there, we got this trench coat outfit. Very nice. Got a nice apron outfit. Nothing to worry about there. Got this, which this looks like something a burglar would wear. We got this overalls, which pretty good. Nothing to complain about there. And we got this business suit, which I do like. And I'm happy it does come in some colors that make more sense other than this very nasty green. We got these baggy pants. Very, out there. We got some tighter, more neat pants. Nice. Got these new pants here. Very nice. I like them. Some new jeans that are a little cropped up with this little like chain on it. Some more baggy pants. We got these plain pants, which these ones I do like because I'm a big fan of plain. We have these pants again, just very plain, very plain. We got some new shorts, these new khaki shorts, which these look like the actual khaki shorts I wear. We have these new pants. These very, very, very stylish pants. I actually really like the design and all that on those. We got these like sleep pajama, sweatpants, and then we got these zipper pants, which the 80s called. They want their pants back. Okay, for accessories, we do have one new watch. It's just a simple watch. Pretty simple, pretty basic. We do have also this new, like, I'm not sure what to call it, some kind of like rubber band thing. And we have 5 new shoes. We got these boots, these sneakers, which again, sneakers are always welcome. Some like more regular boots, a new pair of sandals. I do like sandals. And we got these slip-ons. Pretty good stuff to see here. I'm not complaining too much. However, I will make sure to return my sim back to his normal position. So next up for female sims, we got to explore them too. So female sims have these 2 hairstyles, which again, I was looking at Snatch on Sims about this. I think that's how it's pronounced. And I completely agree with him that they need to stop marking certain hairs as both masculine and feminine, and same for clothing, because then men randomized are going to walk around with very feminine clothes on, which is not the usual pick, especially being a male simmer. I don't want my male sims not looking like men. Like, it's fine if they do go all over the place, but I want to leave that up to me because I'd much rather be the person to pick which men would wear something more feminine. So it can look more accurate. This hairstyle for women, very nice. Women have this same hairstyle. Nothing to comment. Same for this one. They do have this different hairstyle, which is nice. The little bun with like the little wrap around. It's very nice. Again, a lot of these hairstyles are the exact same. Again, I want to make sure that women just have their own style. We also have the same hats like before. We do have new earrings. These nice little earrings. They're very, very interesting. I like them. Very big, very, very cool. We do have 3 new glasses. We got these. They're all cheetah print. Please tell me it comes with normal swatches. They do. Thank goodness. Normal swatches make me happy. They all come with both the special and normal swatches. I'm very happy for that. I was very worried that it wasn't going to be like that, and I was going to have to worry about that so much. There is a new little neck scarf. This little beads, which I like. Very colorful. And then we got a simple necklace. Nothing to say about there. Pretty basic stuff you would expect in a pack like this. Now for the outfits. Women. Wow. Women have a lot less than I thought. I think this is actually pretty interesting. Anyway, so we got this like little blazer. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm not a woman. I don't know what your guys' outfits are called, but anyway, I like it. It's very like it's posh but still simple if using lighter colors. We have this nice shirt, which I like this one. I like the pattern on it. We have this like what is it called? Crop top, is it? Yeah. And again, has some plain swatches, which is very nice. I'm very happy with the plain swatches. This trench coat, which again, very nice. I like it. We have this sweater, which you've probably seen on the cover of the game. It looks very good. I like it. We have this. Oh my. Please tell me this comes in like swatches that don't do that. Okay, they do, because one day I was at Meijer, which is a grocery store, basically a giant department supermarket store here in Michigan. And so they were selling clothes that was like one design on one side and one design on the other. Now I have sensor processing disorder, so I absolutely hate it when patterns don't pattern. So I'm happy they have regular swatches. We have this jacket, which is very reminiscent of like grungy, like a little more gothic. We do have this grandma sweater, as I'm going to call it, because it's big and it's colorful. We have the same tank top men have, but it's a little more adjusted to look more feminine. They have the same coat that's dirty and clean. They have this personal tank top, which looks very nice, very, very like clean and span. We got this with no bra, by the way. So I don't think Sims team. I really think women should not be wearing that because I don't think they need to expose themselves. And then we got the same jacket from earlier. So yeah, nothing really bad. I like it. Same outfit. They have this kind of pajama-esque outfit. Kind of nice. Looks like something you would wear just for pajamas. We have this dress, which, there we go. I was not sure about the colors, but the swatches are better. I'm not sure about this little, like, flower neck, though. It's a little weird. We have this trench coat, again, with some leggings. I think this would look really good. And we have a longer version of the same trench coat men have. They have this faux fur jacket. I could definitely see using this on my Sims who are a little more rich. I could definitely see something like Nancy Landgraf wearing this when she was young. They do have this embroidered, like, dress. Very interesting. Again, something grandma would wear. We do have... Oh, my. This is again, I probably would make a grandma wear this because it's a little much. Same outfit as men have. Same outfit as men have. This dress is actually really nice. I like it. I like this dress. Then we have a second dress. Same thing. It's pretty good. And then we got this outfit, which, again, no problem with it. Oh, my. That yellow's so bright. Neutral colors, please. Okay, so they have these pants. I think men had these. Men had those pants. Men did not have these pants, which completely covered the shoes. That's a little interesting to me because I've never seen anybody wear pants like this because I think they'd be worried about, tripping on their own pants. We got this little, like, belt skirt. It's okay. Then we have the exact same thing, but it has straps at the top. What was supposed to be the difference between these two? I don't understand. Anyway, that counts as one object. No reason to count that as two. We got these zipper pants. We got these pants that men have, these pants that men have, and these pants that men have. Again, pretty good. So for women, oh boy, they look like they have something hidden. Let me put on a shorter tank so we can see it. So women have this new like shoulder bracelet, I think I would call it. And they also have this new bracelet that matches that necklace, which is very good. It's good to have jewelry that matches. And then they got the same shoes as men, like the boots and sneakers and these boots and these sandals, but they also have their own version of sandals, like a more feminine sandal. So nothing to complain about there. Overall, cast is looking pretty good. There are a few nitpicks here and there, but overall, I am not too displeased with it, especially with how much men got over women this time around. I mean, it's nice. Okay, so there is 2 new aspirations. So there is the Master Mentor. The sim wants to learn from talented mentors and pass that knowledge on to others. Okay. Then we got Esteemed Entrepreneur. The sim wants to run a small business full of happy customers, either through business practices rooted in idealistic dreams or tricky hustles based on pragmatic schemes. Okay, there's the shady trait. These sims excel at exploiting situations and bending the rules for personal gain, often without regard to conventional ethics or fairness. They thrive in mischievous activities and can influence others to adopt their evil way of living. Seems like very similar to the evil trait, which is these sims become happy when with negative movelets and can laugh maniacally, discuss evil plans, and become angry when acting good sims. So not much to say about there, but we do have idealist sims. Okay, it says these sims hold high moral standards and strive for a better world guided by their values and principles. They are committed to doing what they believe is right, even when it's challenging. So the good trait. So yeah, the traits are a little I am going to though give each of my sims one of the traits so we can learn more about them. For likes and dislikes, I do need to check on that too to make sure the new stuff is there. So yep, pottery is there. Tattooing is there. Candy making is not its own skill, which is very disappointing. All right, let me give my sims a makeover and then we'll hit into build, buy, and discuss there. Okay, so I just barely had enough space to fit all this stuff on here, but we'll discuss the build, buy in a second. But before that, I forgot to mention what my rating of the cast would be. To be honest, cast was really good. I think it was very, very well put together. I would give it an 8 out of 10. The cast is very solid on this pack. Alright, so now going into the new items. So there's quite a bit we need to discuss. So first off, there's multiple new wallpapers. As you can see here, some matching, some not. Some are more exterior. By the way, you can't see it, but this is 2 separate ones. This is one with just the regular stone, and there's one with kind of a bottom to it. You just can't see it. Plenty of new windows of varying heights. We got both modern and old. Clearly, it's supposed to go with each district. There's an industrial district in this town, and then there's the historical district, the one we're in right now. Doors, same thing applies. We got plenty of doors for just regular apartments, as well as business front businesses, as you can see. We have 2 new stairs. Now, don't let it fool you. So how these stairs work is that there's basically a stair, and then there's kind of like a cover on the side of it. Now, there's 2 separate ones. There's one with the right cover and left cover, but you can put them together to get covers on both. There are 2 new railings, as you can see here, an empty and a kind of like cage one. There is a plane going over right now, so it's kind of disrupting the video. There are 4 new serving stands, a pottery, a coffee, a bakery, and a sweets one. I'm not sure how these operate, considering that you most likely probably can't operate them yourselves. I don't know. We'll have to see. We have a new whiteboard, which something interesting about this whiteboard, you could probably see the square around it. This square indicates the teachable area. So if you want people to learn from this whiteboard, you need to have the stuff within that area, which is something interesting. I wonder if High School Years got an update for that. Let me quickly check. High School Years did not get an update to fix that, so that's weird that happens. We have a new toilet cubicle, which I do have one thing I'd like to say. I really wonder why is it been that the Sims 4 has came out in 2014, and every Sims game has came with this before. How come we don't have a toilet cubicle in base game? I think everybody deserves to have a toilet cubicle in base game because those are very common in the world. Like, not everywhere is a gender-neutral bathroom, so I do think we do need that in the base game, but still, it's nice to have a new toilet cubicle. It's better that they're making it so they're not locked behind all packs. That's something the Sims 3 did. They make sure one type of thing is not locked behind multiple, not locked behind one pack, it's locked behind multiple, so you can easily just get one from one of the packs. We got a couple new flooring, some basic tile, concrete, brick, and then the new wood, which new wood looks very slick. We got some new fences, some pretty colorful ones, a picket fence, and more chain ones with lights. And again, 3 new gates to match some of them. Nothing to complain about there. We got a new swing set. It's okay. We got new planters, a planter box, which I could definitely see me using in restaurants in the future. And 2 other plants. This plant I particularly like the most. It's very plain. We have a new tree wrapped in lights. Could be good for backyards. We have a new umbrella. Been a while since we've had one of those. We have a new divider. There are multiple heights to this divider. I just placed only the one. We have a new bed. A couple of new chairs like stools, some more elegant chairs, some more basic like IKEA furniture chairs, bar stools, some couches, again, clean and messy, some little like ottoman seats. We got like some new like shelving units. We got like this cage shelf, these wall shelves right here, this new coffee table, this new desk. We got like this new like, it's kind of like a table. We have this new coffee table. We have this also another new like nightstand. Clearly supposed to be like a storage stand. We got a couple new bar stool tables. We got a new laptop, believe it or not, clearly reminiscent of modern Macs. And I have to admit, I'm happy they're making the laptops bigger and bigger so they actually look realistic. However, I do think it's still a little small compared to how big a Sim is and compared to how big my laptop is in real life. Some new tables and our new table. We do have a new little closet with some clothes that you can hang. However, there is a slight issue. You can have these, but you can't make them, which is a little disappointing. Something I did want to mention is I will be, later this week, I'll be posting a video where I talk about where this pack could improve. Because I'm already very skeptical of this pack, and it's already still has my issues, so I want to talk about what they've done to improve this pack. So we'll get to that later, but right now let's focus on the review. We have a new bar, like, shelving unit. Very cool. We have this new like kind of sort of also not counter. I'm not sure if it's functional or not. I don't know what it does. We have some new shelving, like some new like glass shelving. We got this thing here which they had the audacity to put baked goods on, considering we have a previous pack that we can make baked goods in and sell them. Another shelving unit, another shelving unit. This I believe is just a wall unit. Yeah, it's showcase. So for example, this operates like the city living one where you'll put your art on there and sell it. 2 more shelving units, just basic ones. We got this new pavilion, very nice. We have this new coffee stand. It's nice to finally have cafes not locked down to singular pack. We have this brand new bar, very nice. A new bicycle. It's been a while since we've had one of those, so it's nice. Nice to get a new one. We have a new piano and new guitar, despite there being absolutely no relation to any music hobbies. Got the new tattoo table, which is very reminiscent of the literal table used for a spa day. So we have this brand new pottery like fridge where you can paint pottery and then heat it up. The only issue I have is I saw the active for this. Now you think the sim would just pick up the pottery item, open the fridge, put it in. No, they swipe. And I hate that infamous swipe animation. It's so lame. We have the new candy machine. I really don't like it. The reason why I don't like it is because it's just a machine when there could have been so much more to the candy side. Because candy making is not even a hobby in this pack. It's just a thing in this pack. So it's just another part of cooking. Which I really don't like because not everything that has to do with food is cooking. There's baking. There's candy making. There's so much more than just cooking. But again, I'll save that for the discussion. We have the new pottery skill little thing here. Like, it's called the pottery wheel, but they call it the pottery wheel by Yafoob. We have a new microphone, new bathtub, new sink. Honestly, wasn't expecting those two. Surprised we didn't get a new toilet too with that. New carpet, which again, carpet's nice. It's always nice to get a new carpet, especially when it's plain like this. We have a new cooler. It's been I don't think we've ever gotten a cooler since toddler stuff. Like, it's interesting. We have a new recipe book. Haven't gotten one since I think it was, oh, what was it? Home Chef Hustle. Yes, we have a new selling table. Again, another picture related to music that has nothing to do with the hobbies in this pack. We have 2 new fireplaces, an older one and a newer one. Got some like tattoo ink, some dishes, some like pottery items, and some more tattoo ink. We got this statue that was a pre-order item. Well, it's a pre-order, non-pre-order item. It's hard to explain when Sims come with this whole like limited time items. We got new curtains that are multiple sizes to these. I just decided to show off 2 because there's not much space on this lot. 2 new wall mirrors. Behind them, we have 2 new, like, structures, I would call them. I'm not sure what to call them. They would go on the roof of a building. We have a new, like, lookout window. We have a new chimney. We have a new rain gutter, which there are 2 rain gutters. To be honest, we haven't gotten new rain gutters since Get Together, so it's a nice object to have. 2 new wall sculptures, 3 new customizable signs. This is one of those things where you'll take some items and put it on there. Got these new pictures, which look incredibly flat. So I'd say don't look a little more oomph to them. Got some new candles. We got new pottery signs and other signs. These are things you can attach to it. Got 2 new regular signs, which I'm really worried about this small business sign here because I'm afraid in Sims 2, they would actually grab it, flip it over, and then it would go. I'm hoping they don't just go up to it, swipe, and then it's just open. Then we have a different sign. Then we have this saxophone that you cannot play. You thought you could play it? Oh my goodness, you are silly. We got a construction sign of all things, which is a little interesting. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. We have a new graphic for the wall, a new other graphic for the wall, and then we have this other divider. Then I do have some stuff hidden behind here because again, I had to use this everything in the slot. We got a glass divider. We got a couple new lights. We got this regular light and these lights that come at different heights, along with the chandelier. Here are the lamps. We got some nice lamps here. These 2 are not attached, it just looks that way. And we got a ring light. So everything's pretty nice there. We got this Freezer Bunny statue. This new stuffed animal raccoon, which is clearly supposed to be a joke at the burglars in the pet game now. We got this new mailbox, a wall mailbox, always nice to have. We got this simple garbage can, very simple. 2 ticket kiosks, one that's a little more like stylish, and it's just pretty simple. We have brand new bookshelves. There's 3 separate ones. Obviously, they're supposed to be different from the other. It would be nice though that if your sim can I don't know if they can. It would be nice if they could put their own written books on here and then sell them. We do have 2 new dressers right here. This more floral one, this more basic one. I think does this come in basic? Yes, it does. I think it, yeah. Okay, good to see. And then lastly, we have a couple of new wall lights. Now, there are multiple strands of these little lights right here. So many, not too many to count. I'm only counting them as one object, but there's plenty of them. So overall, I would say build by it's a little small because I could fit it all in this slot, but, big huge but, I do think there are some admirable items here, especially with the furniture, and there are some stuff here that I could definitely see myself using outside of businesses and hobbies, which is something that is important to say about a pack. But yeah, overall, build by, I would say gets let me think about it. I'd say 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. There are a few items that have a little iffiness to them because they're either repeats of items we already have that just have a different function, which is bad in my mind, or items that could have had a lot more gameplay, but they don't. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and build my Sims a small business using all 3 new businesses and the classrooms, and we'll see what happens. I am going to start by saying I did miss a couple of objects that you can buy in build mode, and still though, build mode is still really good. I have no problems with it. However, I do want to start to talk about gameplay. I just got done with about a little over an hour and 20 minutes of gameplay because I wanted to see exactly what does this pack have to offer. Yikes. So let it be known, I am viewing this pack from my idea of you simply have base game and the pack. You do not have any other things with it. Now, I will be doing some separate things to help talk about the other opportunities that this pack presents, but there's still not as much as you think there would be with this pack. So, obviously, first off, this business that you see that I have on my screen, it is completely one that you can purchase. It is on my gallery. You guys will have it. It's basically a tattoo shop, candy store, and pottery place. I built all 3 within it, making sure to basically maximize the gameplay within it. Now, let it be known, I set up 3 small businesses on this lot. I could do that. Every sim owns a small business. Like every sim can own a small business of their own, even if it's on the same lot, which is a good thing. However, it is buggy. So I literally had a tattoo parlor, a candy store, and a pottery store. All 3 were basically the same lot, and I wanted to test only the stuff that came with this pack. So with the tattoo parlor, I didn't know this at first, but basically you're supposed to attend the tattoo booth, and Sims will come over and, get a tattoo. So when I opened my tattoo parlor, the big issue I had is that Sims were doing stuff that were related to the other 2 businesses. Let it be known, you can only open 1 small business at a time. So for my tattoo parlor, it's simply be friendly, get tattoos, and they pay an entry fee. For the candy store and the pottery store, however, it's you can buy items. The problem with that is, first off, there's no cash register, so that's an extremely missed opportunity. Sims just literally take stuff and then you pay for it. Like, that's super lazy. And it's not as bad as Get to Work, but with the tablet, but still bad. Like, there should have been a cash register interaction if you didn't have a ticket booth. But anyway, back to what I was saying. The big issue is with the tattoo parlor, I could only offer tattoos to people. I did tend the tattoo table for like 5 hours, if not more, and not a single sim that came to my business got a tattoo. Instead, they were doing the stuff that was related to the other businesses. And let me know, and I checked, those businesses were declared closed. They weren't related. So people were buying pottery and candy when they weren't supposed to. So there was a little bit of an issue because they weren't focusing on the tattooing. And even when I did make sure there was nothing for sale, people did not get tattoos. So the tattoo is buggy. It does not work. However, I did get to create tattoos and I did get to offer people tattoos, which did work. But the problem is the main thing about tattoo parlor, which is people are just supposed to come to you and you give them it, does not work. However, so I did not run into any lag issues with any of the building when I built this lot when assigning the rooms, which is good compared to how For Rent had that issue. But I did figure out why kids were probably getting weird body disproportions in the update. So one of the new candies is called, like, I believe it's called like the unpleasant cotton candy. And this cotton candy, basically when your sim eats it, they get bloated. They'll become fatter. Now, at first, I assumed this is a moodlet. So once it wears off after 30 minutes, or however long it lasts, I think it lasts an hour in game time, I thought my sim would shrink back down. No, they will stay that way. And I have a big issue with that because, like, I don't want my sim. Why would I eat that? Like, why would I eat this candy if it's literally just going to change my sim's body shape and I can't fix it? Now, I could fix it with cheats, but I don't like that. I don't like cheating the game. That's not my style. I only do it when it's absolutely necessary or when I'm trying to do it for something. But regardless, that's unacceptable to me. I do not like that. Plus, the candy machine is already disappointing. There's only 3 things you can make with the candy machine. That is cotton candy, lollipops, and jelly beans. And the problem I have with that is it's candy making. There's so much more to this. And again, I absolutely hate that it seems like every skill that is relating to making food is now just cooking. Like, even the cakes in cooking are not declared bake. They're just cook, which makes no sense to me. Like, why aren't they under the sweets category, under baking? And it's just like, why can't they create a new skill? It's basically, if it makes food, it has to be cooking. It can't be anything else. And I have a big issue with that because not everything is cooking. Some stuff is baking. Some stuff is confectionery. Like, again, I will be talking in a little video that I will be discussing about how I would have done this pack to improve it, because let's say, face it, this pack is not a standalone pack. It definitely shows that they're relying way too much on other gameplay, because the gameplay there, the only ones that I actually enjoyed was the classes. And the problem I have with that is it's candy making. There's so much more to this. And again, I absolutely hate that it seems like every skill that is relating to making food is now just cooking. Like, even the cakes in cooking are not declared bake. They're just cook, which makes no sense to me. Like, why aren't they under the sweets category, under baking? And it's just like, why can't they create a new skill? It's basically, if it makes food, it has to be cooking. It can't be anything else. And I have a big issue with that because not everything is cooking. Some stuff is baking. Some stuff is confectionery. Like, again, I will be talking in a little video that I will be discussing about how I would have done this pack to improve it, because let's say, face it, this pack is not a standalone pack. It definitely shows that they're relying way too much on other gameplay, because the gameplay there, the only ones that I actually enjoyed was the classes. Running a class was actually my favorite thing to do on standalone in this pack, because it actually worked. The classes work. So I had my sim, eventually when you get to level 5 of your skill, whatever skill that is, you can run mentoring classes. It's pretty simple. You have a whiteboard, you have some working tables or desks, and people get to work. Now, you have associated tasks with it. Basically, you just got to complete the task. Very simple. However, the only issue I have is if you end the class early, let me know, in Sims packs, when you end an event early and you have gold, it will give you the gold. But if you end it early, it will just simply give you no reward. You won't even get paid. And that irritated me because, like, I got gold. I worked hard for it. It was getting late, so I wanted my sim to end it. And I literally just didn't get my reward. So it was very, very bad. But the classes overall do add some new gameplay and are actually really nice. I think it's really good. The only problem I have with it is that Growing Together touted that there would be classes available at the recreation center, but there's not. Good news is with this pack, you can do that now. So I honestly think that'd be a great idea to create some classrooms at the recreation center that are for hobbies. I feel like that'd be really good. And believe it or not, there is a literal framed saxophone item. You can't use it though. Can't use it. Anyway, so for the world wise, the world is very pretty. I do like that there are at least 4 empty lots that your Sims can use that they can create businesses on. That is a wonderful idea. I have no issues with that. One of the glitches I did run into as well is that sometimes, not always, sometimes Sims will show up and they will enter your residential set lot. I set it as residential only. Like, you may not come in here, and yet they still did. Like, only 2 Sims did it, but the rest of the time I did not have the issue. And another issue I ran into is when your Sim travels now, it will ask you every time, what season do you want? That makes no sense. You can't just set the season wherever you go. You're supposed to set at the beginning of the game, so I hope they address that quickly because that's a problem. That's a big, big problem. Other things I want to talk about. So there's this shady Sim. And basically, when you talk to him, he will offer you stuff. He will offer you like, hey, I have this thing that I want to talk to you about. Now, he's an interesting NPC. But basically, if you say yes to his, because he'll visit your business and he'll offer you his services. And if you say yes, it's basically a tutorial on how to start a small business, which is nice. I'm happy people have that. But when I got to the setting up of the small business, it's very nice to see that there were so many activities that I didn't even know about. You could run like all kinds of stuff. And I will be testing cross-pack compatibility in shorts just to see what we can do with it. And I did not create target customers, but you can do that. You can, another problem I have is in Get to Work, you can put an item on a shelf and then set it for sale. Like, it's just set for sale. The problem I have with this pack is there are certain shelves in the game where if you set stuff on them, it'll immediately be set for sale. And that's the problem. I want to choose what is for sale. I don't want something just to automatically be set for sale. Also, the coffee bar, I really was excited for this thing because I thought finally they're not locking coffee behind a paywall. Like, they're by like one paywall, so now people can actually have cafes. The animation on it is jarring. It's like the stupid bubble tea machine. When I have a vendor booth, I want the animations that we got in Sims 1 where you actually see them make stuff, because back in Get Together, the way they make coffee and espresso is so good. Like, you see them like grinding the beans and getting the beans and steaming it up and turning it on and all that and putting milk in it. Like, you see all this stuff, but with this pack, they simply just press a button and it's done. Like, that's disappointing in my mind. The new skills are interesting. The tattoo one, again, just does not work correctly at the moment. It works, it just doesn't work correctly. But pottery does work, and I did enjoy making it. I did have a good time with that. Candy was very disappointing, though, at least related to this pack. Now, the canals you can go fishing in and also clean, which gives you free stuff. So I went there, and apparently you can collect bicycle parts. However, I am 100% for sure you cannot assemble the bicycle. That is a really big oversight in my mind. In this world, there's also the big problem I have with Nordhaven. Isn't that the name of the world? I think that's the name of the world. Regardless, is there's plenty of small businesses, which is good. There's places you can go, and there's one that's completely under construction that you can purchase. I actually like the storytelling with that. It's very nice. There's only 2 actually commercial lots that aren't like related to small business, which is okay. Like, I understand that you really want small businesses, but there are some lots that just don't need to be small business. There's a lounge and a museum, and that's about it. The museum has, like, there's nothing to look at really, and that's a problem with The Sims 4. There really needs to be like a museum's overhaul. There needs to be like more stuff your Sims can see at a museum that makes it actually worth it. But there are skill rooms there, like art, and there's also pottery, which is nice. I have no problem with that. And the lounge is just your basic lounge. Nothing really important there, and then a performance hall and drinks. I did go to some of the events. Now, what's interesting is I do like about these new events is that the festivals that are in-game for skills and hobbies are completely optional when it comes to turning on the notifications for them. You can turn them on or turn off, so you're not bombarded with the amount of events starting, which is nice. I'm very happy for that. However, they did not appear in my calendar, so it did make an issue. I kind of hope other packs have this, but when I did go to the festival, I went to the culinary festival. There was literally nothing to do. Like, it was the culinary festival, so Sims were cooking and making drinks and talking. Nothing else. You can't like do anything that's interesting or new gameplay. It's literally just something you could do at home. It made no sense. I did not explore the perks, only because I could not get a business successful enough to get to that point. Mostly because I was just trying to explore pretty much the gameplay I knew of, and then other stuff I can explore later and talk about. So the Shady Sim, I met him in the industrial district, which there's two districts. One's supposed to be like historic downtown, while the other is like kind of a industrial district. Now I kind of wish you could take, kind of like how in Cats and Dogs you could take a boat to go to the museum. You can't actually ride it, but there's a rabbit hole. At least there's something there. I kind of thought there would be the same thing with the boats there, or tram, where you can ride it and it'll take you to the other district. But nope, that's sadly not a thing. But anyway, the Shady Sim has a bin, and it turns out, like, I believe after 5 p.m. on days, you can go to this sim and you can buy stuff from him. And he sells all kinds of weird stuff, including like what I basically think are loot crates, which I did find a little funny. You can open them. My sim particularly got nothing in his. I thought it was a little fun. It's nice to have an NPC that has a little bit of a story to them, so I'm not angry about that. So the two new traits I did play with, and they are very lame. The idealist sim trait is literally just the good trait rehashed, and same thing for the shady trait. It's the evil trait rehashed. Your shady sims can go on heists, but it's a rabbit hole. They just go away and then they come back and then they just have money. That disappointed me because I thought with the addition of burglars, they make it so your sim is I thought they would make it very similar to For Rent, where your sim just, you can follow your sim there, they go steal stuff and then they come back. Like, I thought there'd be a little more to it. And there are a lot of swiping animations in this that don't make me happy. For example, if your sim's going to put a pottery object in the fridge, they have to swipe it and it goes in there. If your sim wants to open their business, they don't turn the sign, they swap and then it goes on. Like, that's the issue I had, because in The Sims 2, you actually grabbed the sign, flipped it, and then it just said open. Like, that had more detail to it. Like, this pack, the cast, I think, again, I really keep touching on this. It focused way too much on the business and not enough on hobbies, because we already had businesses in game. We had Get to Work's retail system, and Get to Work's retail system is great. I personally love it. I think this pack should have simply been like, look, you could have the small business thing be a thing in this pack, but I feel like because we already have a business ownership focused pack, there should have been more emphasis on hobbies, because there's absolutely, and I do say this, nothing to do other than run a business. And that's why I don't like. It's called businesses and hobbies. There's not really anything to do other than businesses. Also, the Sims bite the lollipops. They don't lick them, so that made no sense to me. However, something I did mess with because I did want to have some fun and see it, I did give my sim a complete custom tattoo makeover, and the results were hilarious. I wanted to see like how much far I could take it, and I personally love the customization with the tattoo. Now, the only issue I have is it seems like they're adding the color wheel for absolutely everything other than stuff we're actually asking for. Like, I'm surprised the color wheel hasn't just became a thing in The Sims 4 at this point. Like, how come we don't just have a color wheel for furniture, for clothes, for hair? Like, how come we just don't have it yet? Like, it makes no sense that they keep adding it to stuff, and then they just haven't added it just in general. I did look at some of the other things you could do cross-pack, and some of them are good. Like, there are a ton of stuff you can do. I don't know what the limits are. I know For Rent will not work with businesses and hobbies. You can only have one or the other, which personally, it makes sense to me. I think the game could easily get overloaded with that. Any Sims game would, I think. Well, yeah, I don't think we've ever had a Sims game before that is able to do multi-purpose lots like that. But honestly, I have no problem with that. However, I did look into it. There's all kinds of cross-pack things you can do, and even base game stuff, and I still want to experiment with it. But the big issue I have, though, is this pack is relying too much on that. When you don't have the cross-pack compatibility, it's kind of nothing. It's kind of just very, very small. I will admit, though, I had a lot of fun with the class system. The class system was super fun. The business system was cool when you write a business that makes sense and actually works. I did try the family recipe thing too. So how it works is that your sim will have special touches that they'll learn over time. We only had the one at the one point, which was just a moodlet booster. So basically your sim selects a random meal that is in the game. They select a random ingredient that they're going to add to it. So for example, I took a vanilla cake and added an apple to it and called it vanilla apple cake. And I added a moodlet booster. So the sim will cook it. Then once it's done, it's a family recipe. So now you can upgrade it. Like, you can prepare it, do it better. But if you click on the fridge, you can also just click create, make family recipe, where you can make the family recipe that you came up, and there's a whole menu and all that, which I personally think is a cool idea. I like the idea of family recipes. I think it'd be interesting to be like, oh, it's this, but it has a little touch to it. I think that's really cool. Honestly, though, overall, for gameplay wise, at least from what I can remember from what I played, I'm trying to remember exactly like what I played with for this pack. I know there's still a lot I haven't explored yet, but overall, with what's like surface stuff, like stuff you don't have to search for or stuff you don't have to like go deep and see like what are you missing about, it's mediocre at best. This pack is a definition of mediocre because it just does not provide enough on its own. This is why I look into packs. I talk about how much does it provide on a base level? How much does it provide on its own? Because cross-pack compatibility is a whole other thing. Like, for example, what's a good expansion pack that'd be a good one to look at? Actually, Get to Work. Get to Work was able to manage to flush out both the active career system, where that's doctor, scientist, or detective, and flush out the retail system. And it worked amazingly. A lot of people don't talk about it. I think it's a really good pack. The world may not be as good, but I think the pack is good. So I really think the small business thing should have been less focused on. It could still exist along Get to Work, but I feel like this pack needs to have, and like I said, the Sims team needs to understand we need new ideas. We can't just keep doing the same ideas we have done before. It's the first time I think out of the entire Sims franchise that I've ever seen a pack basically do the same thing that another pack does. Just slightly different, plastered a $40 price on it. I have no blame for the Sims team because clearly they are passionate about this game. Honestly, I'm more angry at EA because EA is very money grubby. They definitely probably forced them to make this pack. I don't know. I feel like the Sims team was probably like, let's make a pack about hobbies, and EA came in. So one of the big issues I also have is that one of the signs that comes with this pack that you can create is an arcade. And last time I checked, in the entire Sims franchise, there's only, well, for 4 specifically, there's only one arcade machine. So I'm surprised this game did not add more arcade machines. Like, seriously? Like, that makes no sense. People are exploring, like, I've seen some YouTubers, especially GameStar, love the guy. He was exploring the ability to create a hotel with this pack. Now, let it be known, it doesn't work quite right, but it's technically possible. But to be honest, I really hope we do get a pack that's like, hotels all by itself. But with this pack, pack makes me worry. This pack really does make me worry. Because when you look at something like Seasons and Snowy Escape, it makes more sense. It makes sense that there's a pack dedicated to seasons and seasonal gameplay, and then there's a pack dedicated to a world about winter. Like, that makes more sense. This is less makes more sense because it's business. One's small, one's big. That's it. Like, that's the issue I have. Especially looking at packs like Sims 2 Open for Business and the Sims 2 Free Time that did this so much better and did this a lot better and didn't do as much stuff but still had so much fun with it. Like, I played it recently on stream and I thought that was really fun. I had a lot of fun with the pack. But that's the big issue, is that this pack is just not a standalone. And I'm already hearing rumors that people are talking about that there might be another camping pack coming out soon this summer that's like related to van life. And I really hope, Sims team, if you are listening, please do not make another camping pack. The reason why is because if you do that, then you are basically making Outdoor Retreat number 2. And this is the thing we don't want. I don't want you guys making packs that are basically the same thing we already have. I want you guys to make new stuff, experiment, bring back stuff we like, and experiment with new stuff. Like, for example, there's already rumors going around that bands are coming this December. That's great. I have no problem with that. Because even though it's a repeat from previous games, we don't have it in Sims 4, which is okay. I'm fine with us getting that back. But I do not want to see the Sims team repeating packs. So this already makes me concerned. This makes me concerned, like, that we're going to get the Sims 4 eating at restaurants or something. And it's like, oh, it's not the Sims 4 Die Now. It's the Sims 4 Die Now, but better. And we're slapping a $20 price on it. Like, that's why I don't want stuff to repeat. Can you tell I'm very angry about this? But yeah, honestly, gameplay-wise, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. There is gameplay that is fun, but there's not a lot of gameplay that is more outside of just running a business. Which, again, that comes back to previous packs. Like, there needs to be more than just doing one thing. Like, the world needs more stuff to do. And the world also needs to be bigger. Like, we just need a bigger world. But overall, this pack is literally, out of all the packs I reviewed, this is mediocre at best. It's not bad, but it's not good. The small business system is really creative. I really think it's good. There is some things that need to be fleshed out. The world is boring. It's beautiful, but boring. There's nothing to do. The festivals suck. The hobbies don't exist. But there are stuff that are admirable about this pack. So please like this video so more people can see it, and subscribe to my channel if you are new. I do all kinds of Sims content, including build, reviews, gameplay, and also news. And I stream every Sunday at 2 p.m. If you like art content from me, head over to my main channel, garrcall, where I post every Monday and Friday at 6 a.m. other gameplay videos, and also stream every Saturday at 7 p.m. both on YouTube and Twitch. Please tell me what you guys think about this pack. Now, let it be known, I am not telling you to not or to buy this pack. I think you should decide that for yourself. I'm simply giving what are my opinions on it. Now, it is not as buggy as for rent, which is a good thing, but it still has bugs that are causing an issue. Nothing major, though. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please comment what you think about this. I'll see you again soon. Bye!